Game Time Brian. Hey, Mark, is that the guy coming on? Hey, Mark, you can bring DFW and the Dallas-Fort Worth area, and it won't matter. You haven't done dick in 30 years. The Pet Rock and the Chia Pet were more famous than Dallas in the last 25 years. Who are you kidding? The Chia Pet is more famous than the Cowboys in the last 30 years. The Chia Pet.
Well, good morning, everybody. Good morning, everybody. Game Time Brian, otherwise known as the Mailman. What's going on, everybody? Rise and grind on this Thirsty Thursday. Yes, Thirsty Thursday. My backup counter, I can't see squat out of it. My brake, something's squeaking. This thing needs to be. Whew. But anyway, rise and grind, everybody. Off to work. Yes, we are off. Day 4 of a 6-day work week, leading into my week off, heading to Big D. Hopefully to see Dallas get a W against the Birds, but I ain't confident. If I'm an Eagle fan, I'm very confident. And listen, at the end of the day, it ain't the end of the world. Sorry, it ain't. As much as I want my Cowboys to win, I've learned not to live and die with them like I used to. Because more often than not, you're going to be let down. Every team, you know, it's not easy unless you're a Patty Mahomes fan. The only guy with, you know, you could honestly feel easy down 6 points with 3 minutes to go. You know, I don't know, 9 out of 10 times. How many times do you think Patrick Mahomes will win the game down 6 points, 3 minutes to go, over 3 minutes to go, one timeout, and he gets the ball? I would kind of think Patrick Mahomes gonna win that game 7, 8 out of 10 times. I would say 8. That's how confident. My guy, 3 out of 10. So, not gonna live and die. We're gonna watch every game, love every game. Still haven't gotten the tickets for the Dallas Eagles game. I don't know what's really going on. And talking to Wade last night, now he suggested to wait till after the Atlanta game. If they lose, they're gonna go way down. So whatever. Hey Mark, get ready to stand, big guy. Keep waiting. Keep waiting. That's what's gonna happen. I'm out of it. I'll stand. Standing room only. Shit. I bet you I can run faster than your ass. I'll get to my spot now. We'll get seats. Hypothetical trade here. You know, we got the trade deadline Tuesday. Trade deadline is Tuesday. I got a name for everybody. Now, I don't think it's going to happen, but it's rumored that he's on the block for the right price. Sorry, everybody. I can't see shit. Woo! It's rumored that this individual is on the block. Do I see us doing it? I don't. No. Not the Cowboys. I want to pose this question to you. I want to pose this question to my viewers here, subscribers, channel members. If you want to be a channel member, we got a Zoom call tonight. If you're a channel member, for a $4.99 a month, which I get 70% of. So I get my $3.50. We have multiple Zoom calls. Oh man, woo! It's like I'm on the surface of Mars here. We have multiple Zoom calls a week, channel member Zooms, where I put the Zoom link for the Mailheads crew only. Yes, that's the name of the membership, the channel members, the mailheads. You want to be a mailhead? Sign up. You get the link emailed right to you, or you go on the community tab, and the link is always there for all mailheads crews for that night. So we'll be streaming on tonight for the Thursday night football game, and looking forward to it. Trying to get the membership up. We keep teetering around 38 to 40. I think we're back down to 38. People don't renew, or it's not on auto renew. We're giving away an authentic jersey, customized for the Super Bowl, if you are a current Mailhead Crew member. So, meaning if you're a Mailhead Crew, if you're part of that on the Super Bowl, then I will write it out, everybody's name out, put it in the hopper, and draw the name for a authentic jersey. Yes, that jersey can be yours. Could be a Jalen Hurts, could be a Saquon, could be a Jaden Daniels, could be a CD, could be a Micah, could be a Dak, whatever you want. What we ain't gonna do, well, I could probably do it, but I'm not going to guarantee it. We could go with a number 7 Cowboys and put these nuts on the back. No, we're not going to do that. But, yeah. So, all right, that business down. I also got a merch store. Yes, merchandise. Hit one of the links on my YouTube channel on the front page. It says more links. There's a merch store. Go get yourself some merch. I'm going to have hoodies as soon as I get back from Dallas. I'm going to put up hoodies with some different logos, so stay tuned. But getting back to the topic of this video. This is a receiver who was rumored to be on the trade block. I wanted him a year ago before he signed the deal. Would the Cowboys, I know you guys are like, spit the fucking name out. No. You're waiting. No. None other than DK Metcalf is rumored to be, you could have him for, what would you pay? Second round pick? Remember, he's got his big deal. So my question to my Cowboy fans is, DK Metcalf, yes or no to DK? Big guy? Put it in the comments how old he is. I want to say DK is probably 29. Maybe 28. But I would say 28 or 29 if I had to guess. So it's not like he's over the 30 threshold, you know. Number one, would you want him? We all know we're not getting him. But would you want him? Remarkably, you want to know my answer to DK Metcalf? Ultra Cowboy would probably appreciate this. No, I don't want Ultra. I don't want DK. No, I don't. Why? Why, you ask? Well, we got CD, right? Best slot receiver in the league. One of the best. We can't get carried away. We got CD. I am actually looking forward to turning the page on this coaching staff. Me and Wade talked about it on the phone last night. I'm ready for the Egbuka, whoever you like, whoever your flavor of the choice is, to come in, young, speedy receiver to go next to CeeDee Lamb. That's what not that we're getting rid of Jalen Tolbert. Love Jalen Tolbert, but he's a good number 3 guy. He ain't a number 2 guy. Jalen Brooks has let me down. Ryan Flournoy has been non-existent. Again, this is one of the situations. Ryan Flournoy can develop, but for us to count on Ryan Flournoy would be foolish. We've been down this road before. Why are the Rams allowed to have 4 or 5 wide receivers deep? We got plenty of time on the contract for Flournoy. You could draft a young stud and still have Tolbert and Flournoy, and Brooks for that matter. But Brooks got to get his act together, because you get an opportunity, you got to make plays, and he has not. Sorry, has not. So, put in the comments, yes to DK or no to DK. With DK, we're definitely a playoff team. No guarantees beyond that. None. Without DK, improves your draft stock, and you go get yourself a young stud. Hopefully. That's the idea. That's the thing. When you trade, you know what you're getting. A developed wide receiver. When you draft, you're holding your breath. You hope that your evaluations are correct. We've been pretty good. We've been pretty good with the wide receiver evaluation. You put the last high-drafted wide receiver that did not work out for the Cowboys. Antonio Bryant. I'm talking high draft. I'm not talking any draft. You know what I'm saying? So for a Cowboys fan, what was the last high draft pick that did not work out? I mean, I'm sure I'm missing somebody. I'm talking first or second round. Michael Gallup, he was what, round 4, round 5? So, put in the comments. I'm curious with your answers here. But DK Metcalf, love the player. I just don't know that where we're at, that would be smart. Yeah, we're going to have a lot of money under the cap, but we know that they're going to sign Micah. You know that they're going to want to extend Jake Ferguson. You know that they got to extend Tyler Smith. Again, this is what I was telling Wade. Big overhaul. Yeah, we're going to overhaul everybody not named our core players. We're going to overhaul the offense with everybody other than Guyton, Tyler Smith, Cooper Beebe, right? I'll give you Terrence Steele can go. But those 3 offensive linemen, Jake Ferguson, CeeDee Lamb, Dak Prescott, Hunter Lepke, Brevin Spanford's not going anywhere. So, you got 8 there, right? You're talking a couple linemen possibly leaving, okay. And the running back change. That's your starters. Defense. Yeah, we're going to have a complete overhaul. Other than Trayvon. Deron Bland? Marshawn Nealon ain't going nowhere. Kalen Carson ain't going nowhere. We got Jordan Lewis for another year. He'll be here next year. That's 5. Did I say Micah? So again, defense is where the difference is going to be in major talent. Other than, I think offense gets a splash of youth to the receivers, meaning young wide receiver stud / running back stud, whoever it is. That's the offense. Maybe a lineman. Swap out, put Guyton to the right where he's familiar. Go get a veteran left tackle or draft. You know, you have a lot of ways you could go. You see, Guyton is going to be a good left tackle, but it's going to take some time. He actually had a decent game last game. So my guess is they keep Guyton to the left. But what I'm getting at is, I don't think DK would be the smart right now. We're in a position where you want to win, go do it with the guys you got. I'll go out and get you a depth piece on the line, you know, possibly safety to fit into Mike Zimmer's scheme. I'd like to trade a couple guys, and we could talk about that later on my lunchtime chat. Definitely would like to trade a couple guys. If you can find a buyer for a Donovan Wilson, trade his ass. Get him. Go. Malik Hooker, go. If you can bring in a veteran safety that's a little bit better than Malik Hooker, okay, for the stretch run, I'm down with that. But I don't know. I don't really know. But I'm out on DK, but I'm curious to see how many people would love DK, probably for a second round pick. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. So, that's me not doing that for a second round pick. So, but as you see, my main changes are going to come on defense next year. right? And me and Wade were talking about it, and I know a lot of people are going to be like, oh my God, I can't believe it. But if you look at the situation, everybody, Dak Prescott's here for at least 3 more years, right? So the timeline matches up well to go young stud at quarterback in 3 years, right? So at the earliest, you want to go, not that you won't draft one, but you want to go young stud 3 years. You got to gear up for that Arch Manning draft. Not that you can guarantee Arch Manning, but I'm sure there's going to be, that's the draft that you want to try and get as many pieces involved to get Arch. So my thing is, and that doesn't necessarily mean being bad. That just means we have a lot of picks. Don't use them all next year. Move around, get more picks, and try and gear up for an Arch Manning year, that year. That's what I would like. There's no guarantee you're going to get Arch Manning, but which tells me, why go out and get a Ben Johnson for Detroit to work with Dak Prescott? I don't know that I see that working out very well. Going out and getting a guy to work with Dak, I don't know that that works out very well. Dak's kind of in his own. Dak needs a dominant defense. Dak would flourish in a dominant defense. So that dominant defense that I'm talking about would be led by a head coach. It would be led by Bill Belichick on like a 3-year deal. That's kind of what I'm thinking. That's kind of what I'm thinking. Let me see. Reserve parking. Yeah, I think I'm good here. So let me know what you think. Am I a moron for thinking that way? Or no? Let me know if I'm a moron for thinking that Bill Belichick is probably our best option. Give Dak a dominant defense. You bring in an offensive coordinator to work with him. You know, I don't know that Zimmer would stay. If he would want to stay, probably not. So, again, leave in the comments. But no on DK Metcalf for me. What do you think? I'll talk to everybody later in my lunchtime chat. Game time out.
Kind of hot in these rhinos.